Let us try to solve the exercise number 3 in the part B PowerPoint. In this exercise, we are supposed to create a business proposal with minimum of 5 slides. We are supposed to create a presentation in which the slides must include company logo in the header, and there must be a title slide and table of content. We must also have the financial data of the company in a table. Also, we must have a company sales and profit chart. And finally, we are supposed to make use of animation and transitions. So let's go ahead and let's create this presentation. What I have here with me is a PowerPoint presentation. And first thing that we are going to do is we are going to solve the problem one after the other. We must have the company logo. Now you can, if the college gives you a logo, you can use it. But I am going to just create a logo and I'm going to use it. So I am in the home page here, and I'm going to go to the place wherein I can have the drawing option over here. And I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to select this smiley face, which you are all familiar. So I'm going to select a smiley face here, and this is what I have it with me. And I'm going to go and change the color of it, the fill color of it. Also, I'm going to change the outline color here, and I'm going to make it as black. Okay, so this is what I've done. So I got the smiley face. Again, I'm going to go here, and I'm going to drop down, and I'm going to select this shape over here, and that is the trapezoid. So I'm going to select this trapezoid, and I will click on it, and I'm going to just drag it down. Okay, so this is how it's going to look like. Yeah, I'm going to move it slightly up so that it just goes up. Now suppose if you are facing this problem, just right click on it and you get an option to send back. So I'm going to use that option, send back. So I'm going to just click on send back, and this is how it's going to appear. And I'm going to select both of them. So how do you select both of them? Click outside this image and drag it diagonally down. So you will get the box around the entire picture over there. You can start from the down also, and you can diagonally you can move up in any direction. You can do it. You can do it from here also. So you can just click and drag and select the entire both of them. And after selecting both of them, come in the middle of this, any one of them, right click, and then you have an option to group, and I will say group them. So I have to group and group them so that they become a single image. Now this image I'm going to use it for the rest of my project. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the keyboard shortcut, that is the Control C, CTRL plus C to copy it. If you forget this one, right click and you get an option to copy, one and the same. So you can copy like this or use the Control C. Now I'm going to go and look at the insert tab over here, and in the insert tab, the most of the modern the PPT that you get, that is the PowerPoint, newer version of the PowerPoint. If you look at the header and footer, you don't find the option for adding the header. Only footer option is there. So how do I get the header? This is what they have said. You have to get the company logo must be included in the header section. So you get only the footer section and you don't get the header section. So how do we get the header section? To get this header section, you must change the master template that is being used in this particular presentation. So one thing you must remember, I right clicked and copied it. You must remember that I copied this image. Now I'm going to go to this view tab over here. So I will click on this view tab. Under view tab, I'm going to select this master. So I'm going to select this master, So if you look at here, so you have this slide master. So click on this slide master, and you are given a choice of selecting the slide master. I'm going to create my own master, that is the slide master. To create your own slide master, you are in the master slide master tab. Now you get an option to insert the master slide. So I'm going to just click on this insert master slide. One thing you must notice that before I insert it, there is only one master slide and all the other options are being used up here. Now the minute I said insert master slide, when I click on it, you notice that two master slides are created. One is for the first one, that is this one. The other one, that is the original one. Other one is what you see it as customized one. So I'm going to click on the second option over here. So I'm going to click on this one, and I'm going to, so this is my second master slide that I've just inserted. So the first one is intact as it is. I'm going to use the second one, and I'm going to go here because I copied it. Remember, I copied it using Control C or right click and copy it. I'm going to right click and then say paste. So you can paste it like a picture, paste it like the object, or you can use Control C. It's up to you. If you want, you can copy it like a picture or like the artifact. You can do that thing. I'm going to go here and I will go to the border of it, and you know, when you go to the border you see four-headed arrow. I'm going to drag this and I'm going to just leave it here. Okay, now this logo happens to be a very large logo, so I'm going to go here and I'm going to reduce the size by diagonally moving here. So you can go here, you notice here you can go up and down, left or right, or diagonally you can reduce it. So I'm going to go and reduce it diagonally. So this is how it's going to appear, and I'm going to just place it here, so somewhere diagonally, let it become here. Okay, so done. So assume that this is my logo. So I have added a logo here. Now I'm going to go back to my slide master. So I've added the logo here. I will go to the slide master, and in the slide master I'm going to go to the right hand side, and you get an option to close the master view. So this is how it's going to appear. Now let's add the next slide. We have just created the header with the logo. Now let's look at the next part. Next is that we are supposed to add a title and a table of content. So let me add the title here. So you can add the title, and I'm going to say professional consultancy. So professional consultancy. I'm going to say in Ajarcard group. This is my title slide, and next I'm going to add one more slide. How do you add one more slide is you have Control M as the keyboard shortcut, but I'm going to use this option. I will click on the home and I'm click on the new, but I'm going to click on the new down arrow. The minute you click on the down arrow, there are two options that are available. One is the office theme, which is the original theme, and the next one is the custom design that we have just created, the custom slide. I'm going to go to the custom design. That is the second set of options which are available. You can scroll and you can see there, and I'm going to select the title and content. So this will be my table of content. So I'm going to just click on it, and you notice the title has come, and the title in the sense the logo has come at the right hand side. And then let's add the table of content. So I'm going to click here and I'm going to say table of contents, and let me add the few things. I'm going to use the profit, and I'm going to use the not the profit and loss. I'm going to use the income statement. I think I can use first. Sorry about that. I'm going to use the about us. and I'm going to use the income statement, and I'm going to use the profit and loss report. That's it. So these are the table of content. I'm going to use it. So let's go ahead and let's start with the about us statement. So I'll go here and I'm going to say few things about the company. Okay, let me go to this part. Next slide. I'm going to go and I'm going to say insert into the new slide. So I'm going to just insert, and I'm going to say about us. The minute by the way I just clicked here, you can click on the down arrow and then select the office theme or other one. By default, when you select one set, it's going to Microsoft PowerPoint will select the appropriate option for you. So you have the logo there. So let's about us. Okay, so I'm going to say the company was started in the year 2001. Okay, so and we have branches across the globe, you can say. Okay, and we have dedicated skilled professional developers. Okay, we pioneer in web design and design and web hosting. We also provide training okay, and we also provide training. That's enough. I think a few points that I've added about our company. So we started in the year 2001. We have branches across the globe. We have dedicated professionals, dedicated and skilled, let me say, and skilled professionals. That's enough, I suppose. We pioneer in web design and web hosting, and we also provide training. So this is about us, about the company. So now let's go ahead and let's add the next statement, and that is the one of the financial statement that they have said. So financial data has to be shown. Remember, there are three financial statements that you have encountered. One is the balance sheet, obviously. Then we have profit and loss account, and then finally we have the income statement. I'm going to use the income statement. The reason for that is income statement is straightforward and easy to remember as compared to the remaining two, that is the balance sheet and the profit and loss statement. Again, I'm going to go here and add the next slide by clicking on here. Remember, you can click on the down arrow and then select it, or just click on it and you get the next template. Let me add the income statement. I will go here and I'm going to say income statement. I'm going to go here and I'm going to go here and I will add a simple statement over here, and that is for the year ended the December, when this income statement was created, December 31, 2023, and the SEM, so I just missed December. So for the December 2023, this is the one. And also I would like to say the values that I'm going to show is in thousand. So in thousands of rupees. I think I will make it as rupees. Okay, let me make it make this one in slightly italicized, so it appears like this. Now let me add a table. So I'm going to go to, and I'm going to say insert table. So I will go to the insert tab over here, and I'm going to insert a table with 12 rows and columns. So I'm going to just insert a table. I will select down, I will click on the down arrow under table, and I'm going to say insert table, and I'm going to go here, and I'm going to say, so click here. So there are 2 columns and 12 rows. Click OK, and you are done with the table. I'm going to just drag it down. So it may slightly go up and down. In that case, you will have to click and drag it slightly above here, and this one slightly above here, so that all the 12 rows will appear like this. I don't want any colored one and other things, so I'm going to just select this, and I'm going to go to the table design. Select this, and I'm going to go to the table design, and in the table design I'm going to go down, and I'm going to select the one with no style but a table grid. So that being done, let me go ahead and let me start typing the content. So in the income statement, first we say how many sales occur. So my total sales were 2500 in 1000, remember. So this is going to be a very large number now, and let's say for this sales I will just put some space here. Look at here, I will put some space here, and then say cost of this sales. So first we have to say cost of goods sold. Again, I'm not here to teach you about the income statement. I'm going to make something that looks like income statement. So I'm going to say 1200 rupees was the actual cost, maybe the labor cost, the material cost, and so on and so forth. So entire cost is 1200. So what's our gross profit? Again, I'm going to put some space here, and I'm going to say gross profit. You just subtract it. So when you subtract it, you are going to get 1300. So you just subtract 1200 from 2500, and you get 1300 as your option. Now let's look at the expenses. These are the revenues that we generated. Let's look at the expenses. So I'm going to say operating expenses. Okay, so what are the operating expenses? Under this, what you get here is the first choice. Let's look at one is selling expenses. So what is the expense that we incurred while selling this particular item, and maybe advertising or something of that type. So I just say that I'm spending 300 rupees, or this is 300,000 rupees for my selling. And let me say administrative expenses. So administrative expenses. So what is this administrative expenses? So let me say that I'm encountering 200 rupees as my administrative expense. Okay, so maybe all your salary and all, anything can come there. Okay, then what is the total operating expenses? So I'm going to go here and slightly go here, and I will say what is the total operating expense. So again, you add these two things. So which are the two things that you are going to add is the 300 and the 500. So totally you are having some expenses. Okay, so this is your administrative expense. So you may get something in return also, that is maybe from interest or anything for that matter. So let me add that part also. Let me add the next part that I'm going to add is income from operation. So I'm going to say income from operations. Okay, under this I'm going to go and let me put some space here, and I'm going to say income before tax. Income before tax. Now you may also get income because of interest that you got it, something like that. So income before tax is how do you get this one, income before tax. Now you are left with 1300 is your total amount, and you have an expense of 500 rupees. So reduce the 500 from 1300. What you are left with is 800 rupees. So you just 800,000 rupees. Remember, all these values are in thousand. So 800 is your income before taxes. So let's say income tax expenses. Let me add the next one. I'm going to say income tax, let me put a space there, income tax expenses. Yeah, let's say income tax expense. And what is income tax expenses is let's say 200. So let me say 200 here. Let me do that. And finally I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to say, okay, what will be the net income. So I'm going to say net income is remember you have to add these two. So income from the operations and other one. So this is before income 800 minus this one, that is 200. So minus 200, you are going to get something like 700 rupees. So I'm not directly doing any income statement, but I'm going to do that. I think one extra row I have created. I'm going to just reduce it. You have to just show one statement, that's it. Okay, I'm going to just click here, okay, and right click and then say delete. Okay, you get an option to delete the rows. If you're doing it from here, you get an option to delete directly. You get the option to delete. The newer version have the delete this row, you can get it. Or what you can do is you click here, go to the table design and table layout, sorry, table layout, and in the table layout, so remember I have clicked here inside, and then I'm going to table layout, and under this table layout, so you notice this table layout, under this table layout you get an option to delete the row. Okay, so you say delete the current row. So click on the down arrow and you say, here is the down arrow, please, okay, delete the row, and that row will be deleted. Now I'm going to just make this one slightly closer by clicking and dragging it. So what I'm doing is I click on this circle that you see, small circle, and drag it to the left hand side. Again I'll come to the middle of it, and I'm going to drag it to the right hand side so that it just gets aligned properly. Now I'm going to make a few things bold. So I'm going to make this sales. Let me say sales, and I will go to this home page, and I'm going to make it as bold. So the sales part is made bold, and I'm going to make this operating expenses bold. Also, what else you can do, that is income from operations. I think I made one small mistake. Income from operations is something that I should have slightly made this one. So let me correct it. Then and there, income from operations is actually the total of this one. This is 800 rupees minus total expense is 500 rupees. So this is going to be total income from the operation is 800. This is correct. So you get 800. So you write 800 here. Let me put some space here. Maybe it has 800, and maybe income before taxes is same. Okay, so that and finally you have the remember why it is one line is coming, because I have not added anything like income from the rent, income from something, selling the old items, income from the interest. I have not added anything, so I assume that income before the taxes is one and the same. Tax expense is 800 rupees. That's what I am getting it. So let me go here, 800 rupees itself. Now what I'm going to do is I'll make it appear like a really good income statement. Now this is, it's okay, it's not bad. So I'm going to select this one again. I'm going to go to the table design and I will remove this border. I somehow don't like this border, so I can just remove border is none. And I'm going to slightly highlight a few of the things over here. Let me highlight this gross profit. So I click on here and I will go to this border. So remember I've selected this one, this, okay, only the first this column, not the other one, only this column. Okay, and I just click here inside it and then go to the border and add the top border as well as bottom border. This is how they write it. Okay, so this, then we have the operating expense. Then I'm going to go here and I'm going to click on this one and I will say, where is this table design, the border, top border, and bottom border, and let me go to the income and I will make this one as top border and bottom border. Okay, also I will make this income, net income in bold. So with that I think it looks like a income statement. So this is the income statement I have just created. It may not be the exactly like an income statement, but you just created an income statement. Let's add a chart now. This is what they have said. After this we are supposed to add a chart. So financial data of the company in the table, and then we said sales and profit chart. So let's go ahead and let's add that. I'm going to go to the insert and I'm going to I'm going to go to the home and I'm going to insert a new slide by clicking here and selecting one. You can just click on this one directly, it will add one more slide, and I'm going to give the name of this one as sales and profit and loss. Okay, sales, profit and loss. So let me say sales versus profit and loss. Okay, done. Let me insert a graph. How do you insert a graph? Easiest way is he is directly clicking on this one. You can insert a graph here, or you can go to the insert menu, which is that is an insert tab, which is over here, and then go to the charts. It's one and the same. You click here, and I feel like this is the better option. You click here rather than going to taking the pain and going to this income tab, the insert tab, and then selecting this chart here. One and the same, but I'm going to just show you both of them so you get it. I'm going to go with the clustered column chart, the one that is shown here, and the column you get the clustered this one, and I'm going to just click on OK, and you will be shown a table like this. And then let's start filling the content. I'm going to say first one is I'm going to say sales. This is what they said, and I have the expenses and I have the profit, and I'm going to show the sales value for 3 years, and that is 2021. Okay, and down again I'm going to click on the next one, 2022, next year 2023, and maybe finally 2024. I'll just make it as 2024. So 2024. If you want, you can change the values, like you have this 5,000 during the sales during next year, 6,000 maybe next year, maybe slightly reduce 5,500, and maybe 4,800, 600, something like that, 5,000, 6,000, whatever it is. You just put the some values there. Expenses, maybe you got 2,000 rupees as expenses, from maybe again 1,500 as your expenses, and 1,800 as your expenses, and 2,200 as your expenses, and then what profit you made. Now you have to subtract these values, that is 5,000 minus 5 minus 2 is 3, so you get 3,000 here, and this is going to be 4.5, 4,500. This is going to be slightly 2 plus that is 3,700, I suppose, and then you have teen, where is it, 3,400, I suppose. What is this happening? Some value, let's say 3,000. I'm going to just say 3,400. Maybe my calculation may be wrong, because I'm get backed up with the things that are coming over here. But you subtract this profit. How do you get this profit? Whatever sales you've done minus this expense, you get this profit. Then for the graph, you can just add any random values there, and then let's put the title there, and I'm going to say sales expense and profit report. So you have added something. Let's add one more last slide. I'm going to just add the last slide, and I'm going to just change the layout. You right click on this slide, you can right click on the empty area of this slide also, and then change the layout and make it as the section header like this. So you can right click here and then select the layout and then say section header, or right click on this itself, and I'm going to just say thank you. So there will be a 6 slides which are being added, and let's look at what else they have asked us to do. Then they said I've done this profit and sales chart, make animation and transition. So I'll go, you can select any one of them. You go to the transition, you have this transitions here, just click on this transition tab and select any of the transitions. So click on this one, and then don't forget to go for this option, that is apply to all. So you will apply to all of them. So every slide will have this one. So if you now look at the slide, and if you go to the slideshow, and then from the beginning if you run it, this is how it's going to look like. So you can see the effect. Okay, you can see the effect. Now only one thing that you can do is you can add the animation. That is what they have said, add the animation, make use of the animation. So I'm going to click on this one. I'll click on this professional consultancy. I'll go to this animation tab here. So I'll go to this animation tab here, and I'm going to say fade, and then next one I will click on the next tab and select this one, and you can add any of the animation. Let's go ahead to the next one and click on this one, and I will add some animation. I'll go to the next one and I will select this table. You can select this table also, and you can say float in or fly in, anything. Go to this one, select this tab, and use a float in, and lastly you go to the thank you slide and you just add Y pin. Okay, done. Let's look at everything in action. I'm going to select the first slide. I will go to the slideshow and I'm going to say from the beginning. So this is how it's going to look like. You have the professional consultancy, then you have the table of content, then you have about us coming one after the other, then you have the income statement, then you have the profit and loss table, then you have the thank you. That is going to be 6 slides. Let me press escape to close that thing. So you can create more than this also, but for the examination this much is enough, because they said we are supposed to create 5 slides, minimum of 5 slides. We created more than one, that 5, that is 6 slides. Let me go to the file and save in appropriate location. You go to the save as and save your file in appropriate location. It's up to you, and then go ahead with that. That's all in this session. Thank you for your interest. We will meet again in the other sessions. Thank you.